Hello everybody, today I'm going to be talking about some example problems of finding the surface area of a cylinder. So let's look at example number 1 here. So in example number 1, I recognize this as a cylinder because each of the bases are parallel and they are a circular shape. There's also one curve that goes the whole way around those circles. So to find the surface area, I'm going to have to find the area of each of the bases and the area of the part of the cylinder that goes the whole way around. So let's start with the area of a circle. So I'm going to find the area of this circle, and I'm going to double it because there's 2 of them. So to find the area of a circle, you know it's pi r squared. And they give us the diameter, and we know that the radius is always equal to half of the diameter, so our radius is going to be 7.5. So I have an area of pi times 7.5 squared, and since there are 2 of those, I'm going to double it, right? So I have 7.5 squared is 56.25 times pi. I'm going to take that 56.25 times pi and I'm going to multiply it by 2 because there's 2 of those circles. So putting that into the calculator, times it by 2, times it by pi, and we get an area of those to be 353.43 rounded to 2 decimal places, and I'm going to hold on to that. I'll be using that again later. Okay, so the next thing that we need to look at is the part of the cylinder, this part here, that goes the whole way around this shape. Okay, so if we think about it, let's say if you watch the video that I had put into the lesson, imagine I took that and cut it and laid it out flat. It would be like this, right? And you could take that and you could sort of, hug this around, right? These circular, the circular bases. So this height here is going to be the 9 that they gave us. Now this length here, this is the length that goes the whole way around the circle. So this goes around the circular base. Since it goes around the circular base, this length here is going to be the circumference of the circle. So it's the circumference of the circular base. Okay, and we know the way that we find the circumference is 2 pi r. So circumference is 2 pi r, or it's pi times d. So this length is going to be pi times d, which is 15 pi. So the area, and I'll shade this part, of this part here is going to be this length and this width. So 9 times 15 pi. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 9 times 15 times pi, and I'm going to get an area of 424.12. Okay, so then I'm going to take those 2 values and I am going to add them together. 424.12 plus 353.43 is going to give me 777.54 or 0.55. So my area total, or my surface area, I'm just calling it area total, is going to be 777.55, maybe you had 54. Again, it's area, so it's units squared. So there is your answer. So essentially what we did for this problem to find the surface area of the cylinder, so the SA of a cylinder, what we did is we found the area of a circle, pi r squared, and we doubled it. So 2 pi r. And then we added to that the height of the cylinder. This is the height of the cylinder. Height of the cylinder. Okay. We multiplied that height of the cylinder to the circumference of the circle. So that would be 2 pi r, circumference is 2 pi r, times the height. So that's really what we did here. Okay, to sort of sum up this surface area of a cylinder. Okay, let's look at the last example here. In the last example, they give us the surface area. They also give us a diameter of 3 inches, and they're asking us to find the height. That's where this is really going to be useful, because we know that this formula equals surface area of a cylinder. So I'm going to use that formula to help me figure this out. So per the formula, my surface area of 51.84 is going to be equal to all of this. Now, I'm going to plug in what I know. So if we have 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh, we know the radius. And what we're trying to find essentially is the height. So since they gave us the diameter, I know that the radius is 1.5. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in 1.5 wherever I see r. So it'll look like this, leaving h as h. Okay, so let's simplify this as much as we can. 1.5 squared times 2 is going to give me 4.5 pi, and 2 times 1.5 is 3. So I get 3 pi h. Now I need to move this first. So I'm going to subtract 4.5 pi on both sides, canceling this out. So on my calculator here, I'm going to do 4.5 times pi to get this amount. I'm going to change it to a negative because it's a negative, and that's what this does here. It just changes it from plus to minus. See, if I want it plus again, I can put it there. So it's a minus, and so I'm going to add to it the 51.84. So we get 37.7 equals 3 pi h. To find the value of h, you're going to divide both sides by 3 pi, which will cancel this out, leaving us with the value of h. So on my calculator, I'm going to take that value that I had, I'm going to divide it by 3, and also divide it by pi. So I get a value of 4.00, so we'll just call it 4. So the height of the can is 4 inches. So that's your final answer. Okay, so if you like this video, hit like, subscribe to the channel for more videos, including surface area of prisms, and good luck with your practice.